Music is an absolutely essential part to a child's development. I plan on teaching music education at the elementary level, so my philosophy goes off of that. Um, I see music as a way of being able to connect to not only your own culture, but the culture of the world. And,
I think probably the earliest uses of music were as part of the oral tradition so that people could remember things. There are a lot of people with Alzheimer's who can't remember how to speak or don't have memories, but they can sing lyrics word for word. So music helps embed memory in people. And before written language and before history books and before records were kept, we had to have some way of knowing who we were, where we came from, who our family was, what we believed in. And all that was recorded and passed along from generation to generation, usually in epic poems or in song. So my theory is that the way culture actually got started was by passing cultural archival material about who your grandparents were and who their grandparents were and where you came from and what rivers you crossed and what famines you endured. And I think that was probably recorded in this music and epic poetry.
different societies, different communities have different ways of expressing themselves, and that is all relevant to what we do here, right here in the classroom. Music not only connects to different parts of the world, but even just right there within the school, connects to the different subject areas that the students are learning about. I remember when I was going through my own, education process, that sometimes the music that we were studying had to do with our history class and academic education. And I would love to bring something like that, some sort of correlation, between the academic core subjects to the music classroom, to use those ideas that they're learning outside of my classroom.
The number one thing you need to do is find something that gives them energy, that lights them up, that makes them feel animated. Because a sullen child sitting in a classroom being drilled on algebra isn't going to happen. All the studies about education and learning show us that it's the motivation of the teacher and the motivation of the learner that have the most to do with whether the person learns.
Using culture, expanding the education, the music education from just outside of the classroom to the entire school, and by encouraging individual expression, I feel that this will create a welcoming and nurturing environment within my classroom. And these are the things that I will touch upon as a music educator.